DateMATH is a little dating sim where you date mathematical concepts. Can everybody see this? Yes, good. Alright, let's freak. That's all I know about the game. I haven't really seen much else about it. This math exam is too hard. I think I'm gonna... Alright, so you fall asleep during a math exam. Huh? Oh. Hello, sir. Oh. Damn, you really fell asleep. Who are you? My name is Equality. You are currently in your subconscious. What do you mean? Equality, this is only a part of your vast mind. We are in the math sector of your subconscious. The more math you know, the more ornate the place is. Why is it so empty? Because you don't know anything, clearly. Huh? For years, I've been the only one here, given I was the only mathematical concept you fully understood. But don't worry, I've used up your remaining brain cells and hatched a plan. Math is too difficult. Listen closely. Though it's true I have doubts in your abilities, I don't want you to fail your exam. In fact, I believe every student deserves an equal opportunity in learning math. Say, why don't you take these mathematical concepts on some dates? Dates? Yes, dates. And how you perform during these dates will determine your final score on your exam. To start, I've inverted over 2 of the most basic operations: addition and subtraction. Why don't you pick one to start your tutorial? Oh, okay. I like addition more as like a mathematical concept, but subtraction is way harder. Look at him. Look at him. Do you guys want the cool angel boy, or do you want the hot demon girl? Obviously we're going for the hot demon girl. If you think I was gonna pick anything else, you don't know me at all. Oh, you're here. I was just thinking about how much space I'm taking up. It feels like whenever I enter a room, things just start getting smaller. Are you alright? You seem pretty distant. I'm fine. Just calculating the distance between us, I guess. Maybe you could subtract the distance between us? Get a little closer? If I weren't here, there would be more room for someone. Positive. Don't be so negative. You're an equal, essential part of the equation. Sometimes less is better. Make things simple. Sometimes less is better. Haha, you're right. Clutter is exhausting. The more things you accumulate, the more you have to lose. I just help people cut out the excess weight so they can focus on what actually remains. Is the game too loud? Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. I'll turn it down a little bit. Alright. Exactly, Minimus. It's fine? Alright. Minimalist would love you. Is that why you keep your distance? Maybe. It's safer when there's less to lose. Equality steps forward. Let me help you spice things up. Pie! I love pie. What's everyone's favorite type of pie? I like lemon meringue. You receive a delicious pie. Subtraction is staring at the food, but hasn't taken a bite. I'm not really hungry. You sure? It looks really good. Cream pie. True. True, dude. True. It does, but feel like the more I take, the less there is for everyone else. Oh my god, I've met so many people like this in real life. Subtraction has clearly had a bad childhood. If I eat a slice, that means there is an actual, measurable void where the pastry used to be. I don't like creating voids. Life is just a series of subtractions until your countdown hits 0, right? Actually, 0 is the first choice where it begins. Can I have half? Then we both have less together. Sharing the loss. If we both subtract from the whole, then neither of us is left holding the empty plate alone. She cuts the pie precisely down the middle, sliding the larger section towards you. If it's right in the middle, why would there be a larger section? You didn't take your full half. That's fine. I'm satisfied with the smaller remainder. But it's totally my fault you're failing your math class. Then be the negative sign that cancels out my negative. Yeah! Wait, 2 negatives make a positive. I forgot about that rule. Thank you for reminding me. Please do. Oh, thank you. Subtraction leaves. The date is over! It's time for me to evaluate how well you did. Equality takes your heart. Hey, what was that? Don't worry, I'll give it back. For now, it must be measured. Let's see if it tips the scales against my feather. I think this is a reference to Egyptian mythology, because in Egyptian mythology, when you die, your heart gets measured against a feather, and if it's heavier, you go to hell, and if it's lighter, you go to, like, Egyptian heaven. It's pretty lit. If your date was a success, your heart will be lighter, and your exam score will go up. Failure, however, makes the heart heavy, and your exam score will go down. I feel like I did well on that date. That's kind of a smart idea though, because like you do have to understand and like empathize with someone in order to make a date good. So you do have to sort of like figure them out in order to figure out how to make the date good. So I feel like this would make sense. This tracks. Let's find out how you really did. Oh, I'm way lighter. Look at that. That's a cement feather. Great, you were successful. Let's move on to more difficult dates. Before that, let's upgrade some things. I get upgrades? Yes! I love upgrades. Allow me. God, she's so fine. Is that a division sign? Division! Oh, this is a new girl. I feel so much better now. Oh, did she transform? Oh, yeah, subtraction transformed into division. Whoa. So would addition have transformed into multiplication? I feel so much better now. The background begins to shift. Oh, because now I understand more about math, so now there's basic math things happening. It's the least I can do. What a big, beautiful eye you have. Wow, it's not so empty anymore. Precisely. The more mathematical concepts you integrate, the more I can optimize your subconscious. Division leaves. Well done on your first date. But we must move on. More concepts are waiting. Chapter 1, Transcendental Functions. I am not that good at maths. I can do, like, basic maths. I can't do, like, math methods level stuff. That's way more complicated. Let's welcome the... I don't even know what transcendental functions means. Let's welcome... Is this a math dating sim? It is a math dating sim. Let's welcome the transcendental functions. What the fuck is a transcendental function? Yes, transcendental. These are non-algebraic mathematical functions, meaning it cannot be expressed as a finite sequence of algebraic operations, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Say hello to exponents, your first day for this section of your exam. Okay, I know what exponents are. I actually do. Woo, hello. Exponents are like numbers that are so big they like continuously get bigger, or like they continuously get higher. These are the ones where it's like, when you have the line on the graph, it's like, it's the one that just immediately starts going like up really fast, I think. That's the most I know about it. Hey, you must be my host. Equality told me everything. Honestly, he wouldn't stop talking about you. I swear I'm much more charming than whatever stories he's been sharing. Don't worry, that's why I'm here, to get to know you. And let you see who I am too. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. It's not every day acute human consciousness just drops into our plane of existence. Usually, we're just concepts trapped on a whiteboard or a crumpled piece of scrap paper. Must be lonely being stuck in a textbook all the time. Yeah, it must be lonely being stuck in a textbook all the time. It is! That's why being here with you feels like an absolute dream. But here, in your subconscious, we actually get to stand on our own 2 feet. Well, metaphorically speaking, of course. He leans in slightly closer. Are you ready to study me? In 11 something 10, 10 is the exponent. I don't know what that means. Okay. I don't know why 10 is the exponent though. Like I don't know what the 11, I don't know what the little up symbol means. Or what that formula means. Well, I've always been more of an English guy than a maths guy. Ask me any questions you have. Exponents, what's that? Oh, it's meant to be the power. Oh, exponents are just the power of? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought, right, okay. Oh, yeah, wait, yeah, no, we have done that. Sorry, I'm used to seeing the exponents as, like, the little numbers up in the corner. But, you obviously can't do that in Twitch chat, so that's what the symbol's for. I see. I actually do know what that is. Exponents, what's that? An exponent is mathematical shorthand. One of the most common transcendental functions. We indicate how many times a base number is multiplied by itself. There we go. For example, in 2 cubed, 3 is the exponent. Okay, so it actually does explain what all these mathematical concepts are. That's huge. It signifies repeated multiplication, such as 2 times 2 times 2. An example of this is my veins. One vein splits into 2, splits into 4, and so on. I like to call them my roots. Yeah, we always just called them to the power. We never called them exponents. Roots must be kind of square, huh? Sorry, that was a bad joke. Oh man, I fucked up. They didn't like that joke. Gotta say, I feel an intense connection already. I'm thinking we could go from a base level to a very high power. Not gonna lie, you're kind of high. Equality's face turns blue. It probably means he's flustered. I'm glad. But at the end of the day, I'm all in your head. And I'm math. I heard people hate math. No way, I love math. Me too. Exponent sleeves. Okay, I think that date went okay. It could have gone better, probably. They didn't like my joke very much, but other than that, I think we did alright. We didn't really, like, get to know each other super well, but at least I know what they are now. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Oh, yeah! Success. Trigonometry is next. Good luck. Alright. I think we did trigonometry in school. Hey, I'm trigonometry. They call me Riz-Triz. Ew. I've caused a lot of mental breakdowns. Trig is trippy. Trig's kinda hard, I'm not gonna lie. I've caused a lot of mental breakdowns. That's also how all of my girlfriends introduce themselves to me. They're like, I've caused a lot of guys to have mental breakdowns. And I'm like, that's my type. But don't worry, you're pretty. Cute. Thanks. My pleasure. Heh. Calculating angles is literally my thing. Just like how you and me. Together, it's a sign that we'd be complementary. I don't want to say this. I'll say this one. Well, our brains must be working in parallel. Will you be the sine to my cosine? Because you're a tan 10. Alright. I don't know enough about trigonometry to understand these pickup lines, but I get what they're trying to say. You really are Riz Triz. If you're sine squared x and I'm co-squared x, then we'd be one together. I didn't catch that one. Maybe we could get together and I could get high on your hypotenuse. Whoa there. Do you want me to slow down? It doesn't matter because we are mean to be, since the meaning of a triangle's interior angle is always 60 degrees. I don't really like trigonometry. They're being very aggressive with their flirting, which I normally like in a person, but I also don't understand what the fuck they're saying. So, but I don't want to say I hate you. I'm gonna say I love you. Great, I love you too, cause I'm the best. Low key, these lines slap. Lines. I guess you could say we are two lines in a unit triangle. Always right. Yes, yes, yes. My pleasure. Oh no, Big E's coming this way. Ristri's out. Alright, trigonometry is my least favorite of all the characters so far. I don't like them. They're a bit full of themselves. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Yeah, we did good. We did good. The unfortunate thing is that you can still have a good date even if you don't like the person. Which is good, because, like, obviously you don't want to have a bad time on a date, but, like, sometimes that can mean the other person thinks you really like them, even if you don't really like them. So you gotta be careful sometimes. Success. Logarithms come in. Alright, logarithms we have used a little bit. I remember them a little bit, but I was never, like, super understood how they worked. I really like the character designs, though. They're really cool. The art is amazing. This is how I flow with people. I am logarithms. What do you want? Just admiring your treeness. Tree? I am a natural log. Sorry, that wasn't very funny. You see my branches? They're shaped like logarithmic graphs. My trunk is the vertical axis, and my branches rise and fall most steeply there. What are logarithms? Logarithms tells you how many times a number must be multiplied by itself to reach a specific target. For example, log 10, 1000 is 3. Oh, I didn't know that. They never explained that in math. Like, we had to use logarithms sometimes, but they never explained, like, what they actually were. They were just like, this is how you use them in the calculator. And I was like, okay. Oh. Right, okay. How many times a number has to be multiplied by itself to equal a specific number? Right, because 10... You have to multiply 10 by itself 3 times to get to 1000. Oh, okay. Dude, this is awesome. I'm actually learning so much. Because 10 times itself 3 times is 1000. Oh, so you're like the inverse of exponents then? Exponents. Logarithms begins to sob from all of his eyeballs. Whoa, 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 why are you crying? Logarithm sobs harder from his eyes. Something happened recently, and I haven't been the same. Oh man, what happened? Exponents broke up with me a bit ago. Oh man! And now I'm dating both of you? I'm really sorry. And it feels like I've been uprooted. I guess you could say he's your exponent now. Wow. You remind me of trigonometry a lot. It's been very difficult. I can't get over him. If only I had something to give him, like a special gift. But I don't have any arms to get him anything. Sorry I don't have anything to help you with. It's okay. I appreciate the gesture. Thank you so much for talking with me. It's already making me feel a log better. I liked them. They were nice. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Oh, I'm so fucking good at dating. Success. Now, that is it for this section of the exam. Allow me to upgrade your subconscious. Dude, I'm such a dating pro. I'm a dating pro in every game except for real life. Isn't that crazy? I like Division. They've got a nice eye. I love a girl with a pretty eye. Congratulations. More mathematical concepts are waiting for you. Chapter 2, Mathematical Branches. I thought we just talked to the mathematical branches. Hey! Let's welcome the mathematical branches. Mathematical branches? Yes. These are distinct subfields of mathematics. While they share fundamental logic, each focuses on specific concepts. Starting off with algebra. Okay, I know algebra. Oh, I didn't change my category? Whoopsies. Alright, I know algebra. Whoa! Hello, sir. Nice lines you have there. Hey, I'm algebra. Equality told me to be here. Oh, we got a tsundere on our hands. It's not because I like you or anything. Whoa, you look cool. Quit staring! These lines are just my functions. I'm only helping you because I was bored, okay? It has nothing to do with me caring about you or anything. Oh my god. I fucking hate tsunderes. Tsunderes are always my least favorite characters in a show. I can't, cause it's like totally the opposite of how I function. Cause I'm like all about communication and stuff, right? I'm a big communicator. I'm like, just be honest with me, tell me what the fuck is going on. If I know what's going on, I can like help you out with it, right? I can fix it. I can't deal with people like this, who just deny everything, but who like act one way, but say another way. It pisses me off to no end. I could never date someone like this in real life. Me caring about you or anything. Okay. I was supposed to be looking for X anyway. You're wasting my time. Sometimes you have to find you before you can find X. Aren't you supposed to be having with it? Sometimes you have to find you before you can find X. Quit that! Wait, how do you know about you substitution? It was one of the dialogue options. Huh? What are you talking about? Idiot. Anyways, I guess it's time for us to do math. Well, it takes on a completely new meaning in this context. Alright, let's go. So, algebra is a branch of mathematics that uses letters or symbols to represent unknown numbers. Most commonly, X and Y. Makes sense, variables give us flexibility. Exactly! At least you aren't completely hopeless. Let's see if you can handle solving for them. Wait, I have to do math? I thought this was a dating sim. It's DateMATH. What did you expect? Oh fuck, I actually have to do math? Oh god, okay. I can do this, I can do this. No one tell me. Alright. 3 times x minus 4. So x minus 4 times 3. X minus 4 times 3 equals 2 times x times 2 plus 7. Okay. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 2 is 10, so it's not 5. Negative 5 is... Negative 5 take away 4 is negative 9. Negative 9 times 3 is negative 27. 2... Okay, it's not negative 5. 19 take away 4 is 15. 15 times 3 is 45. 19 times 2 is 38. Okay, it must be 19. Which one of the following is equivalent to the expression x squared plus 5x minus 14? X squared plus 5x minus 14. X plus 7x times 2. X squared... X squared plus 5x. Oh fuck, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I don't know how to do this. I'm just gonna guess. If x plus y equals 10 and x minus y equals 4, what is the value of x? X plus y is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. 6 minus 4 is... No. 8 plus y is 10. Oh, wait. X... 4... 4 plus... Okay, so that would mean... If x is 4, that would mean y is 6. So it can't be 4. 7, so 3... Okay, it has to be 7. You did well. Unexpected. It was unexpected to me as well, but I was guessing for half of them. I guess you aren't completely terrible to hang out with. Maybe we can look for X together again sometimes. Algebra quickly turns away to hide his face. Algebra leaves. Alright, if I have to actually do math for the more complicated math ones, I'm cooked. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Oh, I'm so fucking good! I'm so fucking good at dating. Please welcome geometry. Alright, geometry I can do. I think I'm pretty good at geometry. What the fuck are you? Oh my god. This is some shit that Jonathan would fuck. Do you talk? I can help if need be. No, it's okay. I want to try and figure out the math by myself, but... What do you think of geometry, Jonathan? I mean, yeah, I would. There we go. Our triangles must be similar. What? I am flirting. That's not how you flirt. Geometry rotates around the y-axis aggressively. After a moment, it stops. I like quiet. Okay. Geometry appears happy. So, geometry is when, you do proofs on shapes. No wonder your proof the perfect date exists. Why would you prove shapes? Why would you prove shapes? Don't they already exist? Because perfect shapes don't exist in the real world. That's why we need to establish axioms and postulates. Clearly that's not true because you exist. You really think so? Yes, you're a cute one. Geometry blushes mathematically. That was a good one. Thanks. Anyway, most people find proofs boring. They say I'm too rigid. I like structure. Geometry appears happy. Really? Logic is the purest form of romance. If we are to continue this, we must establish a postulate. A truth accepted without proof. Do you want to intersect? Whoa! How about I intersect my x-axis into your y-axis, girl? You know what I'm saying? Yes, let's intersect. Geometry's vertices tremble with excitement. Our coordinates match perfectly. Intersect, yes. You intersect with geometry. You two hold hands, or hand and tentacle. What else did you think intersecting means? I mean, you can intersect with someone a lot of different ways. Geometry's tentacle feels soft and very smooth. And mathematical. Mathematical! Algebraic! We gotta bring that back. Shouting algebraic when things are exciting, like fucking Finn the Human. Algebraic! Yeah! Geometry! I'm glad. Anyways, you want to similar triangles? Not sure what that means, but sure. Geometry appears happy. Thanks for talking with me. Oh no, congruence is coming this way. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. We have not failed a date yet, so I feel pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't get too complicated later on, because I might be in trouble. Come in, Miss Statistics. Oh! Oh, hey, hello there, ma'am! Wow! Whoa! That's the type of statistics I want to see. Holy. Hey. Heard you were quite the charmer. Your sprite is barely on screen. You praise me too much. Haha, not really. Don't be shy. So, heard the probability of you passing this exam is infinitesimal. Want my help? Yes, please, mommy. It's nice of you. Nice to see you accepting your stupidity. I'm joking. Mostly. Anyways. Statistics blink slowly. Statistics is a field of mathematics that studies data. I was good at statistics, but this was like one of the areas that we actually had to do in math. Just like how I'm studying you right now, gorgeous. You're sweeping me off my feet. That was my intention. See, this is the type of flirting that I like. Very, very direct. Very direct, enough to get through my stupidity. I like a sample size that responds well to my stimuli. You see, I'm a mathematical concept of high standard deviations. And it's very important to me that you can read me. So tell me, what am I thinking about right now? How in love with me you are. Probably math. You want me to fail this question on purpose. Probably math. You're half correct. I'm thinking about the solution to all my problems. And I think the solution is standing right in front of me. Statistics gazes at you. Maybe the solution to your problem shouldn't be another person. Well, you must be blind. Both of these are not good flirting. Maybe the solution to your problem shouldn't be another person. You're probably right. But statistically speaking, things tend to become irrational when lonely. Math too. I can fix you. Shit that I have actually said to a person before. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I've thought it. No thanks. There's nothing to be fixed. I assure you I have reached the maxima of perfection. Besides, people who say that usually end up making things worse. Still, This conversation was nice. Most people stop listening once I start talking seriously. I like listening to you. That's new. You really are an outlier. Anyways, this date was fun. Oh look, Mr. E is coming this way. So long. Aw man, she's probably, yeah, I think she's my favorite so far. I will evaluate how well you did. Oh, I'm too fucking good. I'm too fucking good. Success. Next is equality size. Calculus. What is calculus? I don't know if I don't know. We probably did. I think we did do calculus in. Actually, no. I don't think I've ever done calculus. These guys are hot though. What's up? Hello, sailor. With aura, yo. We are calculus. The left one is Calc AB. The right one is Calc BC. Would you like a challenge? Yes. Excellent. Whoa, I don't like the faces that you guys did. Oh god. Oh fuck. No, this is like some math methods type shit. Oh fuck, alright. This music is cool. Is this like some Danganronpa type music? The base of a solid is the region... The base of a solid is the region in the first quadrant, bounded by the y-axis, the x-axis, the graph of y equals ex, and the vertical line x equals 3. For this solid, each cross-section perpendicular to the x-axis is a square. What is the volume of the solid? What? What does any of that mean? I'm gonna guess. I have no fucking idea. It's not that hard, just don't panic? What do you mean it's not that hard? The base of a solid is the region in the first quadrant, bounded by the y-axis, the x-axis, the graph of E, y equals ex, and the vertical line x equals 3. For this solid, each cross-section perpendicular to the x-axis is a square. What is the volume of the solid? I have no idea. Ex equals minus 1. The function f is twice differentiable and satisfies fx equals 6x minus 12. If f has a critical point at x equals 1, which of the following must be true? I have no idea. The function f is twice differentiable and has a critical point at x equals 1. F has a relative maximum. Let f be a differential function with f3 equals 5. I have no idea. I'm gonna fail this one. I've got no fucking clue. Evaluate the limit by interpreting it as a definite integral. Lim n... What the fuck? 54. I'm getting all of these wrong. A function y equals fx satisfies the differential equation dy slash dx. What is DateMATH? It's a dating sim where you date mathematical concepts and do math. I'm currently on a date with calculus, and I'm failing very badly because I've never been taught calculus in my life. And this looks very complicated. I'm just gonna guess, I've got no idea. I've gotten all of these wrong. Please stop asking me questions! Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. No, I think I fucked this up. Nice try. But you answered something wrong! Try again when you replay the game, okay? Yeah, I think this is the first date that we failed, because I have no fucking clue about calculus. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. No! This is the first date that I failed. I was doing so well. Calculus is so complicated, what the fuck? At least it builds your character. Now that is it for this section of the exam. Maybe Math Genius exists in your chat, ask him her for help. Yeah, I think Jonathan knows how to do calculus, but I want to try and figure it out on my own, because I got no clue. I want to test myself, you know? We did okay. Maybe that might be the only one we fail, maybe. Everything else has been easy up until that point. Congratulations. Now let's welcome the next section's mathematical concepts. Topological objects. Okay. I don't know what that means, which makes me a little scared. So, my host, congratulations for making it this far. Safe to say, we're done with the basics. That was the basics! It's time to get into the more fun aspects of math. Math can't be fun. Trust me on this. In a moment from now, you'll be dating shapes. I thought I already dated geometry. Well, not just any shapes. Topological objects. These are shapes that focus on connections rather than strict measurements, which often leads to mind-bending properties. You'll soon be learning all about them, starting with Mr. Tesseract. Okay, I know what a Tesseract is. It's the thing that was holding the Mind Stone. No, wait, no, the Tesseract is the Space Stone. What is its name? This is Tesseract. Heavy British accent. Oi, hello there, mate. Lovely day, innit? Almost as lovely as you. I'm flattered. Oh, the game? The game is called DateMATH. It is free if you look it up on Google. So, you know what a Tesseract is? I have a general idea. I'm chuffed to hear that. Tesseract blinks Britishly. Anyway, I'm having a beautiful day. What about you? I'm having a horrible day. I hate math and I hate this game and I hate all of you. I'm having a great day. The sun is chirping and the birds are shining. Oh yeah, splendid news. I too am having a great day. Anyhow, I suppose this is the part where I tell you about myself. My name is Tesseract. I am 27 years old. I love multitasking. I can do all your chores simultaneously. They call me the ultimate house husband. Say no more. Glad to hear that. Listen up, simpleton. Have you ever dated an interdimensional entity before? Can't say I have. I thought so. You're handling it very well. Tesseract blinks egofully. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this date to go well. Well, for now, hope you're not planning anything nefarious. Oh. You're fun. You got that strange little three-dimensional charm to you. Bosh! I think you're charming too. No, I don't. I don't like this guy. Tesseract pauses for a second. Oh, you can't just say things like that unexpectedly. You know, if we dated more, I could help around the subconscious. I can clean more, and clean across multiple spatial axes simultaneously. Bosh! Marriage material, honestly. Finally, someone appreciates talent. Tesseract adjusts his 8 arms. Although, there is one downside to dating me. What is it? Occasionally, I disappear into directions your brain can't process. Tesseract briefly rotates sideways in a way that makes your eyes hurt. Side effects. That's kinda hot. That's new. I think my organs moved. That's rough, buddy. Hey, you might actually survive me. Romantically speaking. Is that your version of flirting? Of course, look at how charming I look. Still, I'd avoid staring too long. I fear you might start speaking in spreadsheets. You know, I once rotated too fast it accidentally became perpendicular to your reality. Had to spend 6 days in a kettle. How does that even happen? Poor posture. Oh, would you look at the time? Well then, shame. I was enjoying myself. See you around, love. Alright, he wasn't awful. Not really my type, but he was alright. I think the date went well. He didn't really explain what a tesseract is, but I kinda know already. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Oh yeah. Success. Come in, Mobius strip. Alright, I have seen a Mobius strip before. That's the thing that lets Tony Stark time travel. Where am I? Where's the party at? You're in my subconscious. Well, I know that much. Hold on. You're my host. I totally did not expect you to look like this. Thanks? You're welcome. You know, you look very unique. I like unique things. All of us topological objects are what you would call unique in property. For the Mobius strip, I am unique because I'm a 2D surface that exists within a 3D space. Right, and a tesseract is a 3D object that exists in a 4D space, right? Could you Mobius strip your clothes off for me? I had to. That is a very inappropriate thing to say to a math concept. Plus, there's a party here for me to do that. Another interesting property about me, I am comprised of one continuous surface and one singular edge. Meaning I have neither an inside nor an outside. That would be inconvenient for certain aspects of our day. What do you mean inconvenient? For what? Also, what date? Equality never mentioned a date. I want a party, and I want a drink. Why do you drink so much? Because water doesn't fix anything. Jonathan, you can relate to this one. Maybe you should start drinking to fix your exam scores. This is a joke, alcohol is bad. Mobius strip flops sideways onto the floor. This place is dead. I thought your subconscious would at least be slightly interesting. Where's the loud music? The dance floor. Or that girl named Subtraction crying in the bathroom. You really like parties, huh? Oh my god. I feel like this is like every girl on dating apps, bro. I swear to god, every single girl's profile is like, I love going clubbing all the time, every day. I'm never sober. And I'm like, that's cool, but you're not really someone that I want to do. That's not really something I want to do. You know? Parties make me feel human. You're lucky you are one. You know what your problem is? What? You sound like a very careful person. It's bad. Seriously. You should try making worse decisions. Takes the edge off. That's terrible advice. Yeah. Works though. Look at me, and look how happy I am. Mobius strip spins in a circle. Actually, you know what would improve this date already? Immediately? What? A bottle of gin. Mobius strip proudly reveals a bottle from nowhere. Gintegrations. That's funny. Where were you keeping that? Topological secret. Don't even know what it is. Some calculus jargons. You're hot. Finally, somebody gets me. You're bringing alcohol to a date? I bring alcohol everywhere. Fair enough. Exactly. So, want a drink or no? Yeah, sure. Dates are like usually the only time I do drink, to be honest. Splendid. You receive a bottle of Gintegral. You hear Equality's footsteps. Guess I'll destroy my topological liver some other time. Later, host. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Success. Next is Kleinbottle. Oh no, he's still in prison. In prison? It's kind of a long story. I guess I'll take you there. Close your eyes. Do I know what a Kleinbottle is? 10 minutes later. Here we are. Please welcome Kleinbottle. Oh, I have seen one of these. He looks like Regice. Something cloudy swirls inside Kleinbottle. You're not another warden, right? Why would there be a prison in my subconscious? Listen, you look like authority, and I'm not doing another interrogation. His three eyes blink one after another, because I literally just got a shorter sentence. What did you do? Nothing. Embezzlement, fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, theft by deception, bribery, orchestrating schemes, creating counterfeit currency, insurance fraud, selling fake stocks. You know how hard it is being incarcerated as a non-orientable surface? They couldn't figure out where to put the handcuffs. Skill issue, honestly. Easy for you to say. You have a legally distinguishable insides and outsides. Kleinbottle shifts nervously. Sorry. I get weird around authority figures now. Equality scares you? That bum? Oh, no. Why would he scare me anyway? You know, you're way less threatening than calculus. Why are you scared of calculus? Have you seen that thing? They look like they could bench press me into the third dimension. I myself got no muscles. He waves his tentacles around frantically. Then another one of the jellyfish appendages grabs onto the floor. Sorry. Parole instinct. What does that even mean? I don't know. They just told me to phase in and out of places. Okay. Mobius Strip once told me that dating would help me readjust socially. They're my cousin, by the way. Which is concerning because they were drinking windshield wiper fluid when they said it. That explains a lot, actually. Thank you. Finally, someone sees the bigger picture. Something bubbles inside Kleinbottle. Oh no. What? A tumor. I'm kidding. I burped. Kleinbottle rotates halfway through it himself before correcting awkwardly. Okay. False alarm. That looked painful. It's really alright. I can't feel anything anyway. I'm a 3D shape that only exists in 4D. Well, actually, I'm one continuous 2D surface. No insides, no outsides. Okay. So, what do people normally do on dates? Usually less prison talk. Right. Rookie mistake. This is better than my last relationship. What happened? Restraining order? Hey, hypothetically, if somebody asked where I was last February, I would lie for you. All three eyes narrow suspiciously. That's incredibly romantic. I just don't like cops. Oh, you would have fit in great there. Kleinbottle relaxed slightly. Good to know, because I may or may not still be wanted in 3 other dimensions. How do you commit crime, or what did you even do? Depends who's asking. Me. Then legally I forgot. You know, I think I like you. We should totally smash and dash. What? It means rob a bank and run, genius. You hear footsteps from afar. Time is up. Oh, Equality's coming. Great. Authority figures. Well, this was significantly better than prison. Bye. I'll be taking you back now. Yeah, he was okay. I'm not really into the prison people. Not really into criminals. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Success. Now, the hardest concept of this section. Please welcome Miss Alexander Hornsphere. Whoa, damn, she got me turning into the Alexander Horny Sphere, am I right, guys? What the fuck is this thing? Hold on, what is an Alexander Horn Sphere? Apparently it's supposed to be this thing. But I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Hello. I am Alexander Hornsphere. You may call me Alexandria. Something dark glimmers beneath her cloak. You needn't look so frightened. I like your horns. Ah, you are one conversationalist. My horns, they continue forever, you know. Oh, is she supposed to be like a tesseract? And it like continues splitting off and getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Curling, branching, tightening into themselves. Rather elegant for a sphere. You're not really a sphere though. What? I am absolutely a sphere. Everyone becomes terribly argumentative about it. They always think I'm delusional. People nowadays don't have basic manners. I think your body looks cool. You possess rare taste. The reflective surface beneath her cloak ripples softly. My structure is quite delicate. A simple sphere divides the world cleanly. Inside, outside. I find such rigid distinctions terribly boring. You say things like a vampire librarian. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say things like a vampire librarian. I shall treasure that description. Vampire librarian might be like the perfect woman. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds awesome. The last thing to fully understand me became entranced for several hours. What happened to it? It eventually escaped me. Unfortunately. You may stare at me too, if you wish. Do not resist. I'm absolutely staring. That is very cute. So, tell me, does this place trouble you? Not really. Lucky. It troubled me greatly. Forgive me. Sometimes the horns continue growing when I become emotional. You're emotional right now? Mildly. You've been a good listener. Thus, I shall trust you with my troubles. Will you mind taking a listen? Very well. Oh, wait! She said, would you mind? When someone says, would you mind, you're supposed to say no grammatically. I said no because I meant yes, because that's how that works. I hate when people don't understand grammar. Very well, I will tell you anyway. I used to belong to the fractal sect. See, I told you it was a fractal. That is where I first beheld my exquisite beloved, Miss Fibonacci, the Golden Spiral. She was the coffee cup to my donut. We were bound in homomorphism. Until one faithful night, that wretched bastard equality intervened, and banished me to the topological object's purgatory. I rarely saw her after that. The reflective surface beneath her cloak grows dimmer. Okay. Your warmth is overwhelming. Bro, I'm gonna fail this test because I'm getting bad responses to choose from. You started talking first. Fair. One of the horns tightens slowly into itself. I suppose grief always appears theatrical from the outside. I guess that makes sense. I need to fix this before the end. You understand me? You hear someone approaching. Quality is coming. Ah, that fool. Okay, I think I saved it. Time is up. Why did you separate Alexandra from her girlfriend? Well, fractals had 5 concepts then, while topological objects only had 3. She fits in both categories, so I simply moved her, in order to make them equal. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Okay, we saved it. Success. Now that is it for this section of the exam. We get more upgrades to our subconscious. Huge. We have pillars now. I like it. Congratulations. Now let's welcome the next section's mathematical concepts. Fractals! I feel like it's probably gonna have 5 chapters. Yes. Fractals. Some of the most beautiful concepts in math. They are infinite, complex patterns that are self-similar against different scales. So they end up forming these intricate designs. Let's welcome Miss Fibonacci, the golden spiral. Oh, baddie! Oh, hello. Golden spiral smooths out her suit carefully. Forgive me. I was organizing my thoughts. They tend to wander. You look nice. Thank you. My name is Golden Spiral. Most concepts simply call me Miss Fibonacci. That's a beautiful name. Thank you kindly. She chuckles. You know, I value proportions. Like shells, storms, galaxies, patterns that repeat elegantly. And you? I am also of the spiral's proportions. The golden ratio, 1.618. She laughs quietly to herself. You know, I expected someone far more frightening. Why? You are the host. Everything here ultimately bends around you. Although the truth is, I prefer quieter company. Soft music and conversations. That sounds nice, actually. I'm glad you think so. Golden Spiral adjusts her tie. So, you've dated the topological objects, yes? Yes, I have. Have you met Alexander Horn's sphere yet? She mentioned you. Oh dear. Alexandria is very passionate. She once wrote me 17 pages of poetry in a single evening. That's romantic. It was certainly memorable. A little intimidating, maybe. Some parts were written in what I believe was cranberry sauce. She means well, though. Beneath all the cloaks and gloom, there is a very sincere person. You still like her, don't you? Golden Spiral pauses for a moment. I think some feelings simply go on forever. She pauses. I hope she is doing well. Before she left, she gave me this. Ooh, that's pretty! Golden Spiral shows you the Apollonian gasket. It's a beautiful ring. It is. I won't ask for it. That would be rude. Glad you think so. She pauses. Anyways, I need to move on. This date is about you. I'm honored. As you should be. She immediately looks embarrassed after saying that. Can I admit something slightly foolish? Depends how foolish. Fair enough. I practiced speaking to you beforehand. There were notes involved. You rehearsed this date? I hate messing things up. Something faintly glimmers across the spiral. I think you're hiding something. Golden Spirals go still for a moment. That is an ominous thing to say on a date. You seem too perfect. Is this a compliment? Trust me, no other math concept rehearses conversations as much as I do. That's oddly charming. Thank you. It makes me glad that my efforts are being put to good use. Golden Spiral exhales softly. Well... Distant footsteps echo nearby. Ah, Equality is coming back. Thank you for spending time with me. And please say hi to Alexandria if you see her again. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Equality takes your heart. Easy dubs. Success. Next is Serpinski Triangle. Unfortunately, he cannot come over here for certain reasons, so I'll be taking you to where he lives. Close your eyes. A while later. Ta-da! Oh, whoa! Where the hell am I? You won't get it. Just go and enjoy the date. Don't ask any questions, okay? And nearby Serpinski Triangle drifts over. Oh my god, it's like a biblically accurate angel. Eyes here, eyes there, eyes everywhere. I am the Illuminati, and eyes there shall be. The eyes across Serpinski Triangle blink at different times. Bing, bong, bing, bong. What are you supposed to be? 3 corners, endless holes. That's how I like my partners. JK. Remove your blindfold, and watch the truth be told. You stand before the sacred fractal, the triangle within the triangle within the triangle. Ever dividing, never ending. That's kind of cool, actually. The awakened mind opens its eye, for eye is merely geometry denied. One of the wings twitches violently. Careful now. They weave hidden patterns through the curriculum somehow. Every theorem, every graph, a breadcrumb trail for things that crawl between the drafts. Who does? The mathematicians with synthetic smiles. The birds perched on electrical wires for miles. The things hiding in the negative space between the textbook files. Observe me carefully. Each smaller triangle watches independently. You look cool. Every eye blinks at a different sequence. Ding, 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 ding. You perceive the majesty of the pattern, a mind uncorrupted by anti-triangle rhetoric. Sapinski Triangle flaps its wings slowly. Tell me, host, what do you suppose happens if division never ends? If every triangle birds smaller descendants? Smaller triangles? Smaller mouths, smaller corners, smaller eyes. Repetition shrinking endlessly in size. Fractals whisper truths through the cracks. The more missing pieces stare back. That's very profound. The eye opens another fraction wider. Soon you too shall notice the hidden wire. All the eyes suddenly turn towards you at once. You fascinate me. Your geometry trembles strangely at the edges. Somebody erased part of you and redrew the sketches. That sounds threatening. Only to minds already burdened by guilt. The innocent rarely fear revelation. What are you talking about? All of its eyes begin to blink unevenly. Bing, boom, bing, 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 boom. You're denying what you know. People die all the time. What? I think you've completely lost it. Did I murder someone? Here's what you don't understand. Madness and accuracy goes hand in hand. Tell me, host, when you sleep, do you also hear the numbers repeating? I don't know what you're talking about. 12. It's your favorite number. Always 12. Like clocks, like months, like zodiacs. You're calculating what to do next. Doesn't change the fact that I know what you did. Those people you got rid. What? You're insane. So I did kill someone? Because there was like a line earlier that I didn't pick that also mentioned killing people. Did I actually kill people? I thought I was like a high school student. 12 absences. 12 points removed from the larger design. 12, 12, 12. You don't know anything about me. Then why do your hands shake? For it is too late. All the eyes lock onto you simultaneously. Boom! You did it, didn't you? 12 people killed. It is the truth. No. A short denial. Respectful in its simplicity. Drop it already. You wish desperately for the pattern to close. Unfortunately, it remains unfinished. You're insane. Madness is merely pattern recognition without social appeal. For the one who denied is hiding the real. Your reactions are odd. You don't fear me. Just irritation, there be. Because you're annoying. Is there nothing else to say? For your path reveals the murderer's way. You sound ridiculous. Seems like you'll never admit. I now know. Just this once, I'll let you go. The wings slowly settle back into place. Perhaps it is safer not to pursue the pattern further. Good idea. It is now my time to leave. Okay. I don't know if that date went well or not, but we'll see. Time is up. You look exhausted. I didn't really have much of a date with that triangle. Well, it is a bit weird. Hope your next date goes better. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Yeah, bad. Because I didn't admit to being a murderer, I guess. Better luck next time. Please welcome Cock Snowflake. Cock? Kosh? Koch? I'm gonna say Cock Snowflake. Oh, I've seen this one. I've seen this fractal before. Good evening. Yo, what's up, Komodo? How you doing? You may call me Cock Snowflake. The jagged apple obscuring his face glints. I do apologize for the appearance. I was born, well, geometrically complicated. I'm well, how are you? I'm pretty good, thank you. I'm enjoying my Sunday evening. Playing a funny little dating sim. You look classy. Why, thank you. I find presentation important. If one is cursed with infinite perimeter, one ought to at least dress properly. You're staring very directly at the apple. I never know if that's a compliment or a concern. It looks cool. Thank you. It took years to cultivate this level of geometric pretension. Cock Snowflake adjusts his shirt carefully. So, have you always been this observant, or am I receiving special treatment tonight? Special treatment. Dangerous answer. Cock Snowflake leans in. Perhaps I should continue paying you back. He chuckles. I'm kidding. This is only a first date. You see my apple? Despite having a finite area, the perimeter is infinite. Even though our time together is finite, my attraction towards you is infinite. That's smooth. Thank you very much. You know, you're totally welcome to call me by my nickname, Cock. Alright, Cock. Yes. Quite a nice nickname, no? I know I'm just a math concept you dreamt up on your exam day, but I think it's right for me to learn about your hobbies and passions. Mind sharing them? Your passion here. That's very cool. Thanks for sharing. Cock Snowflake pauses for a moment. Well, that certainly narrows down the list of people competing for my attention. You say that like you have options. I am a mathematically distinguished gentleman. Of course I have options. Your face is blushing. That is impossible. Probably. He lightly taps the side of the apple with one finger. Truthfully, I wasn't sure you'd tolerate me for this long. My face tends to exhaust people eventually. I like listening to you. Oh? I'm glad you like my voice. He chuckles. Still, I appreciate the effort, since speed dating math concepts is weird. You're essentially asking two beings to inspect each other for 5 minutes and somehow call it intimacy. That sounded oddly profound. Thank you. I can get quite philosophical if you like. Cock Snowflake straightens his posture slightly. Before I forget. What? There is something Equality asked me to do. He trusted me with answering any questions you have at this point in your exam. So, any questions? Who am I? Who is Equality? Who are you guys really? Am I really stupid? Grab the apple, I don't have any questions. I don't have any questions, I'm good. Well, I suppose that is it for our date. Goodbye now. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Equality takes your heart. Good date. We success. Come in, Mandelbrot said. Alright, I think this is the... What the fuck is that? Ew, it looks like a fucking... It looks like something from Subnautica. The sound vibrates through your ribs. Mandelbrot mold unfolds slowly. What the hell are you? The creature twitches violently. Its body keeps branching into smaller identical shapes. Each growth curls into another growth and another. Your nose suddenly starts bleeding. Ouch. The creature freezes immediately. Silence. My sincerest apologies. You can talk? Yeah, sorry. Quite fluently, actually. Mandelbrot folds its branching limbs neatly together. Sorry again. You were horrifying. Oh, thanks. I've been practicing. My structure behaves somewhat poorly around other organic beings. The closer one gets to me, the more bloody you get. Which isn't the best trait to have, especially not for dates. What are you even supposed to be? I'm a fractal. Thought you knew that. Another smaller copy of the mold briefly blooms from its shoulder before sinking back inwards. Sorry. I recurse when I'm nervous. You're nervous? Yeah. This is my first date. Things that look like me don't usually get dates. Hope you understand. I have a nice personality, I swear. I don't think your personality is gonna fix anything. Ouch, man. So my looks is really a self-fulfilling prophecy. Hey, at least you're still here. Wish I wasn't. Sorry. Mandelbrot mold shifts closer. Your organs ache slightly. Ah, sorry. He immediately scoots backwards. Please stop doing that. Right. Sorry. I keep forgetting humans have organs. You know, I wanted to hug you, but I can't. It's not the best idea. Yeah, don't want you throwing up blood after a hug. I figured maybe dating wasn't really in the cards for me. Hard to flow when your passive aura causes internal bleeding. You definitely need a better strategy. Yeah. Maybe we can have a long-distance relationship. Another tiny Mandelbrot shape blooms from his shoulder. Oops. My nerves. Does that hurt? Not really. It's more embarrassing than painful. Sometimes I wake up and there's just extra me everywhere. Mandelbrot mold takes a step back. We don't really talk about it, but fractal life is rough. Everything repeats forever. I don't even know when my body technically ends anymore. That's sad. More scary, since infinity is scary. A low clicking noise comes from somewhere inside him. Sorry, that means I'm happy. You're cute. Oh, Well, okay. Didn't expect that. Don't make it weird. Right. Sorry. Still learning social interaction. Honestly, though, you're way nicer than I expected. I still might. You expected me to eat you? Well, your title, the host, is kind of terrifying. Also, I look like salad. Food poisoning salad. Regardless, I appreciate you. Good luck on your future dates. Quite a screech rumbles softly from inside him. Bye. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Equality takes your heart. Bad! Oh, I guess I did insult him a bunch. Better luck next time. Now, that is it for this section of the exam. Allow me to upgrade your subconscious. Congratulations. Now let's welcome the next section's mathematical concepts. How long is this game? Oh my god. We're up to chapter 5 and it doesn't seem like it's getting to the end. Holy moly. Finally. Oh no, it is the last one. Finally, my favorite section of the exam. Paradoxes. Familiar with them? Yes. First up is Gabriel's horn. Ooh, hello. The note bends strangely halfway through. Oh. Hey. Gabriel's horn lowers the instrument slowly. That was awesome. Right? Spiral acoustics is a fine thing to master at. His twisted horns curl slightly as he grins. Name's Gabriel's horn. Gab works too. Gabby if you're flirting. Gabriella if you're a cop. My horn is called the Torricelli's trumpet. You can call her Tord if you want. You're weirdly charming. That's the narcotics. He accidentally blows another tiny note into the horn. Oops. Sorry. Heh. Nervous. You nervous? Heh. Yeah. Dating your host is kind of scary. It's like dating your boss. Is it weird that I kind of want to do that at some point? Like I know that's like I know that's like something you're not supposed to do in like a workplace, but I feel like it would be kind of cool to experience like flirting with your boss. Having like a secret office romance. Am I crazy for that? Maybe I'm crazy for that. I don't know. Small question. Are you dizzy yet? Experience any discomfort? Or a mild desire to lick anything? What does that mean? Nothing important. Just checking. Checking what? Checking if our hobbies align. Gabriel's horn spins the instrument around one finger. My whole body is based on a paradox. A geometric figure with finite volume, yet possessing infinite surface area. Wait, explain that. Alright. Something that I don't really understand. What is the point of all of these mathematical concepts? Like, these more complicated ones, how are they actually used in math? Like, how are they used to help solve solutions? You know? Like, how is imagining an object with finite surface area but infinite volume... Oh, sorry, finite volume but infinite surface area helpful for math? I don't understand that. Imagine stretching a horn forever. It keeps getting thinner and thinner. Eventually there's enough room inside to hold a finite amount of stuff. But the outside never stops going. Gabriel's horn gestures vaguely through the air. So mathematically, you could fill me with paint, but you'd never finish painting me. That's actually insane. Right? I'm basically a cosmic plumbing problem. He leans against the horn like it's a chair. Creak. So what kind of person are you? Be honest. I'm extremely normal. Terrifying answer. There's definitely something wrong with you. Alright. Confession time. Tell me your deepest, darkest secret. I've killed people before. Well... I was expecting something along the lines of, I stole my parents' wallet, or I cheated on a math test. A low, jazzy note echoes out of nowhere. Whoa, that one tasted blue. Can I try the horn? Absolutely not. Last time somebody else touched it, they saw some green triangle guy. Gotta say, your subconscious has been improving drastically. I remember when it was flat as an airplane runway. I've had a lot of upgrades. I can tell. This is what studying does to your brain. You get more room to think and more intricacy in your thoughts. You're fun to hang around with. You're fun too. His horn twitched happily. Ah, that's adorable. I mean it. I know. Thanks. If we hung out again, I'd totally let you hold the horn. But that also means you'll, in the future, fall asleep during another exam. And I don't really want that. I'll find a way to come back. You mean it? You're the best. Last thing. Know that even though your life is finite, your potential is infinite. So keep working harder. Equality's footsteps can be heard from afar. Aw, man. I think Equality's heading back. Later, Gab. Later, gorgeous. Time is up. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Equality takes your heart. Success. Please welcome Hilbert's Hotel. You feel a little dizzy. I feel dizzy. Host, you're vanishing. Am I waking up? Or am I going into Hilbert's Hotel? You feel like someone pulled you sideways, then up, then down. Eventually, the dizziness goes away. Ooh, hello. Oh, is this like this, is this supposed to be like that riddle or that math problem where it's like, if you have an infinite hotel, but then you have someone who comes in and they're like, oh, I need a room, what do you do? And you have to like, you have to say, put them in the first room and then get everybody to like shift a room down. I think it's that. Hello, hello! Welcome to the Infinite Hotel! The only hotel that is completely full, yet always has a vacancy. Did you kidnap me? Oh, no, no, no! Guests are required consensuously. Hilbert's Hotel gestures grandly down an infinitely long hallway. Every room is occupied by guests like you! Pick a room to check into. 1,000,000,007. You picked room 7, but nothing special happens. So, room 1, 2, room 2, room 3, forever and ever. Yet if a new guests arrive, you move everybody. Yes! A promising little tenant. Each guest simply moves to the next room. 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4. He snaps his fingers. Room 1 becomes available instantly. Wait, that actually works. And there it is. The beautiful moment a brain bends. Now, suppose an infinite bus arrives. Infinitely many new guests, all demanding rooms at once. Move everyone twice as far. Yes! Excellent! Every current guest moves to twice their room number. All odd rooms become free. A tiny luggage car rolls endlessly past you. Next scenario. An infinite number of infinite buses arrive. Use fractions somehow? Oh, ho ho ho! Well, somebody has seen countable infinities before. You can map every guest to a unique rational arrangement.
Beautiful little grids forever. Little, like cosmic hotel for spreadsheets.
You're enjoying this way too much.
I don't want a 2-star on Yelp, man. Joy is mandatory.
Hilbert's Hotel adjusts his bow tie proudly.
Alright, final challenge. A guest refuses to move rooms. They barricade themselves inside room 1. They have a sword.
Give the sword guy room 1 and shift everyone else.
Correct! You're very bright.
I mean, that makes sense. Somewhere infinitely far away are buildings.
Ding! Wonderful! You've completed your stay. Honestly, you're not as dumb as they say. Terrific work. You should get a job around here, you know that?
Do I get to leave?
Eventually. Probably. Equality won't let me keep you forever. Safe travels, guest. And remember,
The infinite hallway stretches endlessly behind him.
there is always room for one more.
Okay, I liked that. That was cool. Hey, where did you go? I see. Now, I will evaluate how well you did. Yeah, I fucking aced that. I'm so good at math. Come in, Ross Littlewood. Ooh, balls. Pool balls. I'm really good at pool. Okay. I'm interested to see how this relates to pool balls.
Oh, hello, dear. It's lovely to finally meet you.
Pool balls drift from her bottleneck. Oh, hello there, fine lady.
Hello. I'm Ross. Ross Littlewood.
What's with the floating balls?
Don't you got any manners?
A number 8 ball pops out of her neck and drops back inside with a clink. What are those?
Those are my billiard balls. They help me see. Without them, I am only a vase. They're quite restless if I stand still for too long.
How many are there?
Depends on the hour. Sometimes infinitely many. Sometimes none at all. Rather moody little things. On the other hand, my paradox is fairly simple. You place balls inside me forever.
Don't mind if I do.
So you place balls inside me forever, then remove them forever too. Am I full or am I empty?
Wait, explain that properly.
Alright, imagine every minute 10 balls are added. Then 1 ball gets removed. Again and again, the amount inside keeps changing. Depending on how you define the process, either contain infinitely many balls, or absolutely none because the number of balls you removed is also infinity.
Ross smooths out the front of her dress with a twirl.
I do worry I come across strangely. Don't try to exercise me with a graphing calculator.
I think you're charming.
Oh,
She smiles softly.
that's very sweet of you.
Another pool ball rolls halfway out of her neck. It has the number 1 on it. It stares at you somehow. Stare back. It stares at you harder.
Don't mind 1.
Why is it looking at me like that?
It senses your horrible test scores.
Ross laughs quietly to herself.
Hehehe.
You have a charming laugh.
Oh, thanks, dear. Say, hypothetically speaking, if you had infinitely many problems, would you rather solve them one at a time, or remove them all at the end?
Solve them slowly.
That is some terribly mature thinking.
I try my best.
It shows. I think I like talking to you.
I like talking to you too. The pool balls begin floating faster.
I think they're getting quite attached to you. Perhaps after this, we can meet again somewhere quieter. Playing pool, reading books. Well, I should probably gather up the loose infinities before someone slips on them.
A billiard ball rolls past your foot.
Thank you for the evening, dear.
Ross Littlewood smiles softly, then leaves. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Oh, I fucking aced that. I'm so good. Bertrand Paradox, you can come in now. What the fuck is this? Oh, is this about how there's, like, smaller infinities inside of bigger infinities? Like how you could have 1 to infinity, and there's an infinity, but between 1 and 2 you could also have an infinity, because you could have, like, 1.001, 1.002, or like you could make it infinitely small between 1 and 2, so it's smaller infinities inside of bigger infinities. I think that's what this is. Hold on. One of his wings folds inwards. This angle is simply terrible. My entire silhouette depends on my presentation. He leaves. A minute later. Much better now. You look amazing. Finally. Another one with eyes to see. The floating eye slowly turns towards you. I'm Bertrand Paradox. Mathematical controversy. I may be a headache in probability theory, but at least I look phenomenal. You look very expensive. Beauty isn't free. One of the butterflies flutters its wings. So, quick question. If I asked you a random chord inside a circle, if I asked you for a random chord inside a circle, how would you choose it? I don't know. Welcome to my entire gimmick. You see, that's the whole issue. My paradox. Different methods give different probabilities. You give the same, simple question, but with different methods, you get different answers. And all of the answers are mathematically plausible. I don't get it. I'm about to explain it for you. Say, if a chord of a circle is chosen at random, what is the probability that its length is greater than the side of an inscribed equilateral triangle? What the hell is a chord? A chord is just a line connecting 2 points on a circle. Very glamorous stuff. Okay, let me try this. You pick a random line inside the circle. If the line is longer than one side of this triangle, you win. Win what? My admiration. Which is frankly priceless. Here's the problem though. The answer changes depending on how you choose the random line. How does that even work? That's why it's a paradox. Scenario 1. You pick 2 random points on the edge of the circle and connect them. That method gives you a probability of 1 in 3. Okay. Scenario 2. You pick a random point inside the circle, then draw a chord through it with the point as its midpoint. That gives the probability of 1/4. But how? For a chord to be longer than the triangle side, its midpoint must fall inside a smaller circle within a radius of r halved. The area of this inner circle is exactly 1/4 of the total area of the larger circle. I have no idea what any of this means. I'm trying to figure this out. Biblically accurate angels? We had a biblically accurate angel earlier. It was fucked up looking. Scenario 3. Draw a random radius, then drop a random chord across the radius at 90 degrees. The probability will be 1/2, because the chord must land on the radius's inner half. So which answer is actually right? All the eyes blink slowly. Blink, blink. I don't know. Probability is ambiguous. Fascinating. A few wings flutter happily. Right? Thanks for the compliments. To be fair, at least you're not a statistician. What a totally silly and useless field. Low bar probably. Fair enough. Bertrand drifts a little closer. Actually, be honest. Am I intimidating? Kind of. I must be. Intimidatingly beautiful. You're so nice to me. A scale of a butterfly drops from beneath Bertrand. Ugh. My equations are shedding again. Is that normal? I don't know. There are no hospitals here. One of the butterflies brushes against your shoulder. Sorry. They like attention. They're cute. I raised them myself. I lied. I was created with them. Almost forgot. One issue. What issue? So, nobody can agree on what my solution actually is, even though most agree on my definition. Even though that's what made me a paradox, I don't know what to feel about it. Sounds lonely. The wings slowed down slightly. Yeah, a little. I'll agree with your version. Good. Submit to me. Yeah, no, goodbye. It's been nice meeting you. I'd date you again. The eye narrows slightly. Thanks, but you better not fall asleep on your math test again. I'll sure be watching you. Bertrand leaves. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. Equality takes your heart. Alright, that wasn't my favorite date, but it was fine. They were okay. That was mostly a learning date, not a flirting date. The next date might take a bit. Hey, Banaktarski. You guys made it in time. What the fuck is this thing? Hello, hello. I am Banaktarski Paradox, and I'll happily be your date tonight. Only me, no one else. Oh, will you just shut your mouth? We are both their date tonight. Wrong. I was here first. Please shut your mouth. We were supposed to be identical, but look at what you did to yourself. Some nasty full-body surgery. I only did surgery to make myself look better than you. Well, it didn't work. You're both pretty. By both, you mean me. You lie. Anyway, before she interrupts me again. Before he starts lying again. Listen, you take a sphere, and you split it into pieces. I said shut up! So you rearrange the pieces, and suddenly you've got two identical spheres. Gah! So you can duplicate things? Theoretically. We are based on the axiom of choice. But Big E didn't invite him to date you. Haha. Poor Axie, he really wanted to. They both laugh. Why wasn't he invited? So Axie wasn't invited because we were. And Equal Man didn't want overlapping concepts. Kind of like how 3 Body Problem got invited over Chaos Theory. Haha. 3 Body Problem? You'll date him soon. Weird guy. Always talking about suns and planets. Bleh, what a nerd. Personally, I think my duplication aspect is beautiful instead of illogical. Personally, I think he likes hearing himself talk. Shut up. I wish I was never duplicated. Says the one who wasn't even the original. I'm the original, you're not. No, I am. No, you're not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Yes. Aha. Aw, dang it, shut up. I think you're both charming. You only had to say half of that. Oh, shut up, they're trying to be nice. Okay then, keep talking. Have you two ever tried couple therapy? Excuse me, couple? We are more like twins, come on, big man. When we did try therapy, the therapist quit halfway through. What happened? What do you think happened? That chud messed it all up. How recently was this made? Oh my god. That chud messed it up. At least I try to be nice, old hag. What did you just call me? Dude, when the mathematical equations start fighting and then they call each other a chud. Yikes. A hag, like a witch. Banaktarski tries to slap Banaktarski. Banaktarski fails to slap Banaktarski, but Banaktarski hits Banaktarski in the chest. Owie! Shut it! Do you two share the same emotions? Oh, absolutely. When we get angry, both of us gets angry. So you really need to only flirt at one of us. Hee hee, if you know, you know. Can you stop being so weird? Damn. These web novels be doing something to her, I swear to God. How do you even function? If he shuts up, my life will be 6 times better. More like 1/2 better. 1/2 times better. Ahaha. Stop
Talking.
You're the one who needs to stop talking. I highly doubt host even wants to date us at this point.
Maybe they don't want to date you.
I'd still date you. Both of us? Can you just pick one? I like the girl one more. Okay, so this has to be gender bias.
You say shit like this and you still wonder why you got no pull.
Alright, let's switch topic. Can I admit something embarrassing?
He's going to anyway.
We were both expecting this date to fail.
That's not even true.
I think you're cute together platonically.
Cute?
Bleh.
Perhaps yes, my cuteness does outweigh his ugliness.
Oh, come on. Does it hurt you to be just a little bit nicer to me?
At this point, we should thank the host for even staying.
I like being around you too. Oh, what? What did I just do? Ah, that's so nice.
Yes, they only said it to be nice. Get a hint, dumbass.
No, I think they mean it. Do you mean it? Yes.
Okay, I stand corrected. Thanks, I guess. For putting up with him.
For putting up with you?
No.
Well, look at you, wasting all our time.
That could have gone worse.
Significantly worse, because of you.
Shut up.
No, you shut up. How about you both shut up? Like, damn, wrap it up. Time is up. Now I will evaluate how well you did. I mean, that was kind of whatever. I didn't really get to talk to them. They were kind of annoying. Wait, so is there another section of the exam? Holy moly, I thought that was the last one. We gotta be close to the end. These concepts are getting complicated now. Problems. Okay, this is the last one. At last. I'm surprised you made it this far. This is the last section of your exam. Problems. These are all math-related thought puzzles and unsolved mysteries. Please welcome the three-body problem. Oh, hello. They're probably going to explain it, but for anyone that doesn't know what the three-body problem is, it's basically about how if you have two objects that have the same gravity, they will, like, orbit each other pretty nicely. But if you have three bodies that have the same gravity, they will orbit each other for a while, but they'll eventually crash into each other, or one will, like, fly away. You can't have three objects that orbit around each other nicely forever. So this is host. Huh. This isn't very fire. You expected fire? Where I'm from, everything eventually catches fire. Planet included. Plus, I heard you Earthlings like to call things fire. Fire is slang for something impressive. I see. Then your subconscious is very fire. You know, the whole Earth thing is making me very confused. Your species decorates rooms with chairs. What are those even for? What even is a chair? What constitutes as a chair? What if you break a chair? At what point is it no longer a chair? Are chairs real? Chairs... Does it matter? Yes. Yes, it does. Back home, we three Solarians like to dabble in ontology as a hobby. Three-body problem crouches down near the ground. He taps the ground twice with one of his weird tentacles. Weird. What did you find unusual? Well, back home the ground isn't as stable. So I was just checking how stable it is. Sorry. I don't really know how dates work. Or humans. Or chairs. This whole trip has been pretty educational. You're doing fine. Well, that's reassuring. Great. You know, I was quite an outcast back home. Earth, in comparison, is much nicer. I plan on staying here forever. He suddenly looks upward. Sorry. Thought I heard another sun. Another sun? Our planet orbited a system with 3 suns. The sky may be beautiful, but the math is absolutely unpredictable. You see, when a system of 3 celestial objects interact gravitationally, their orbits become chaotic. This makes it impossible to write a single formula that predicts the exact future trajectories. Sometimes we'd have times where everything behaved normally, stable times. Then 1 orbit later, a sun would swing too close and boil entire continents. Nobody could predict anything for very long, so no return. That sounds horrifying. It was. Hard to build a society when the sky randomly decided to shit on you. Eventually the planet got swallowed by one of our suns. Gravity problems. Sun problems. Civilization problems. It was kind of an everything situation. Sorry about your planet. Well, that's probably the nicest thing I've heard. So now I'm here. On Earth. To tell you the truth, I don't exactly know where I am. Hey, where am I? You're in my subconscious. Huh, weird. I don't recognize this subconscious on Earth. In fact, this place matches 0% of our data when we scanned your planet. And you humans look very odd. Some look like math concepts. Those are not humans, they're math concepts from my subconscious. Your subconscious? So you own this place? I'm very confused. These humans, aside from you, match 0% of our data when we documented all your living organisms. Well, no use discussing it right now. I must continue with this date task given to me. 3-body problem leans closer. How do humans decide who they like? Because mathematically speaking, the way human attraction works is completely nonsensical. It's kind of random. Ugh, random. I don't like that word. Randomness destroyed my home. See, where I come from, unpredictability meant our eventual extinction. But humans treat unpredictability like entertainment. You flirt, you gamble. These are just some horribly detrimental things that humans picked up and refused to drop as a society. We're all just stupid. Hey, don't generalize. According to my data, some humans are actually decently intelligent. He studies you quietly for a moment. Well, our time is almost up. I'd hang out with you again. Is that so? Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. You deserve a break from cosmic disasters. Thank you. That is very nice to say. I've had enough of planets that can boil or freeze at any moment. Maybe next time I can show you our star maps. A bunch are technically classified, which makes this romantic. Haha. We've got every juicy document category, except calendars. That's not what romantic means. I'm trying my best here. Time seems to be up. Goodbye, host. Success! Come in, sleeping beauty problem. What the fuck is this? Hello? No response. I'm not gonna kiss her. I'm not gonna kiss this mathematical concept without their consent. Hello?
What are you doing? Who are you?
I'm your host.
Oh, host! Hello!
I'm Mr. Sleep. Mr.? That's right. I'm a man. Sorry, I thought you were a woman. It's okay. I get that a lot. You are forgiven. By the way, what day is it? I don't know. Oh, great. Me neither. Sleeping Beauty Problem shakes his head tiredly. Seriously, I just like to sleep. But there's a dumb argument about me. What did you even do? Think about this. I get put to sleep on Sunday. A coin gets flipped. If it's heads, I wake up Monday. If it's tails, I wake up Monday and Tuesday. But every time I wake up, they erase my memory. So I have no idea what day it is. So you forget everything every morning? It's a thought experiment, idiot. A thought experiment that became my entire identity. Here's the problem. When I wake up, what are the odds that the coin landed heads? 50%? Makes sense. Disregarding everything else said, a fair coin lands 50-50. He yawns loudly. Aside from one half, there is also those who argue for 1/3, because there's 3 possibilities for how I would wake up. Monday heads, Monday tails, or Tuesday tails, which would put the chance of heads at 1/3. This is a really dumb thing to argue over. Hey, you know, turtles breathe from their asses. I actually did know that, from their cloacas. What? I'm telling you, never take things at face value. Sleeping Beauty tilts his head upward. Hey, I heard some concepts talking about how you fell asleep during your exam. Yes, I did. Heh, honestly, it's very funny. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. Sleep is good. Sleep is life. He yawns. Sleep is... Hey! Gah! Sorry. Where was I? Right. We're supposed to be on a date. Which means I should probably ask something romantic. Go ahead. He rubs his eyes for a second. Alright. Hypothetically, if you kept meeting me over and over, but forgot me every single time, do you think you'd still end up liking me? Probably. Huh. That's reassuring. Why reassure? I'd recognize the vibes. Incredible. Well, I'm glad. Because I'd probably keep falling for you too. And if you don't like me back, it'll be a pretty bad scenario. Sleeping Beauty problem stretches lazily. You're like a prince, you know. You're way better than stats people using me for dumb experiments. Anyways, back to sleep I go. Like, again, what is the point of that problem? Like, how does that help with math at all? Time is up. Wow, he's asleep. Tell me something I don't know. This is slightly problematic. He picks up Sleeping Beauty problem and carries him in his arms. Well, I'll carry him away later. First, I will evaluate how well you did. Success! Please welcome Moving Sofa Problem. Okay. Hey. Apologies if I look weird from your angle. Or every angle. What are you? What? What do you mean, what am I? I'm Moving Sofa Problem. Something inside his body squeaks like strained leather. Ow. That hurts. Did you just creak? Yeah. My organs are shaped like furniture. So, my whole thing is this. What's the largest possible sofa that can move around a sharp hallway corner? That's an actual math problem? What do you think? Of course it is. An unpleasant creaking noise can be heard from his guts. Are you okay? What do you think? Of course not. Basically, a normal couch gets stuck, but weird shapes can slide around corners better. So now my existence is dedicated to figuring out the perfect hallway sofa. Also known as the largest rigid two-dimensional shape that can slide around a 90 degrees corner in an L-shaped hallway. That's such a stupid problem. Why do people waste their time thinking about this? This is why I don't like math. Or I don't like complicated math. Because, like, genuinely, what is the point of this? It's someone's job to think about this problem. And how does that help anything? You're literally a glorified couch. And you're a glorified monkey. Why am I surprised? Silly human says silly things. You're kinda just pointing out the obvious here. Personally, I prefer more efficient conversations. Especially with limited time. Can you fit through anything? Yeah. I'm 2D. The hallway, sofa, are all 2D. Moving sofa rotates sideways. Moving sofa rotates back. I can fit through anything in your dimension. But that's not the point, because I'm a two-dimensional math puzzle. So nobody could solve you? Years ago I used to think I'd eventually get solved. Like somebody would discover the perfect sofa shape. But here, there are infinitely many sofa configurations, so it's notoriously difficult. They should stop wasting their time on you. Hey, what do you know? I'm very important in aspects of shape optimization. Plus, I'm a classic. His guts shift inside his torso. I'm gonna throw up. You're falling apart. What do you think? Of course not. You're still just pointing out the obvious here. Maybe dating for you is harder than my math problem. Fortunately for you, I plan on keeping our date short. I think I'm alright. Another sentence that meant pretty much nothing. Try saying something slightly meaningful. You're strange. Tell me something I don't know. Your mind do be stuck in some hallways, but you'll figure out how to maneuver it through. He leans back. Well, I'm gonna go. Peace. You wait there for a few minutes before Equality showed up. Wow, he sure left early. What an awkward guy. You know, it's because he actually got solved, but he refuses to acknowledge it. What is his solution? The maximum area of a sofa is 2.219 units, with a telephone handset shape. Well, time for me to evaluate how well you did. We actually did well on that one? I thought for sure we failed that. That's crazy. Because this is your last date. Come in, matter, antimatter, asymmetry. Oh, lordy. I think they did... The best part of this game is the design of the characters. I think they did a really, really good job with the art design. I'm not really a visual novel person. I wish it was a little bit more interactive, but this is fine. Hello. I am matter, antimatter, asymmetry. I'm honored to be your last date this exam. Are you the literal stars? In a way, yes. I am the stars. I am also you. Stars drift through the air around you. Entire galaxies form and dissolve within his silhouette. Have you ever wondered why anything exists? All the time. Then we have something in common. At the beginning of the universe, matter and antimatter should have existed in equal amounts. And yet, what happened? They annihilate each other when they meet. Matter and antimatter, when they touch, both will be gone. The problem is that something survived. A tiny excess of matter. Roughly one particle for every billion pairs. Sounds insignificant. Yet here you are. You are part of the matter that survived. Every planet, every star, every date you've been on, all of it exists because of the asymmetry. That's beautiful. The stars around him brighten slightly. I think so too. It is clear the universe favored matter, and nobody is entirely certain why. Does that bother you? Constantly. A nebula swirls through his chest. Sometimes I wonder about the matter that never got a chance. The matter that got erased before they began. You miss them? Yes. Even if they never existed. But I'm glad you're here. A star swirls around your face, glowing softly. You know what's funny? If matter and antimatter had balanced perfectly, there wouldn't be anyone around to complain about it. My host, have you killed any of your dates this exam? No. That's reassuring. Farewell. Are we gonna find out what happened with the people that we killed, apparently? I will evaluate how well you did. Success! Well, my host, that is all for your exam. I'm surprised you pulled through. It's time for us to part ways, and for me to send you back to the real world. Goodbye, my host. It's a shame we never got to date equality. I would have rather have dated him than the siblings that were angry at each other. 88! Ending 1 of 4. There's 4 different endings? How? Oh my god! Alright. Well, that was good. If you guys want to play this game, it is free. If you feel like you're good at math and you can do better than 88%, then go for it. My voice is very sore from talking so much, so I'm gonna end stream.